Hey guys, this is lesson 5.8 for pre-algebra. The title of this lesson is Solving Multiplication Equations with Fractions. So, you're going to be solving multiplication equations with fractions. And what you have to do is you must multiply by the reciprocal of the coefficient. So if you remember that, so you're going to multiply by the reciprocal, which I'm pretty sure all of you know how to do that. It's the flipped fraction of, now, coefficient you might not remember. Coefficient is the number in front of the variable. So multiply by the reciprocal of the number in front of the variable. That's what the coefficient is. So, here's an example. 8x equals 5/7. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal of 8 because 8 is my coefficient. 8's the number in front of the variable. Now, the reciprocal of 8 is supposed to look like that. So then the reciprocal would be 1 over 8, and I'd multiply both sides by 1 over 8. Now, when you do that, the 8 over 1 and the 1 over 8 cancel out, and you're left with just x. Here, I just go straight across. 5 times 1 is 5, and 7 times 8 is 56. And then you're done. So if I did 8 times 56, I would get 5/7. You can check that by doing this. 8 times 5 over 56. Now, 8 over 1 becomes that, so that becomes 40 over 56. And then I'm going to divide by 8. And you get 5 over 7. So that works. Now, it requires a lot of steps and some multiplication, but that's it. So now this one is 2/9 t equals 5/6. So you're going to multiply by the reciprocal of the coefficient, and the coefficient is 2/9. So I'm going to multiply by 9 over 2 on both sides, 9 over 2. I don't know why I put parentheses. I just do to make it so that I know that I'm multiplying and trying to keep things separate. But you don't have to have the parentheses. If those are messing you up, just don't even put them on. So 9 times 2 is 18 over 18. That becomes 1, so you really don't even have to do it. So then I'm left with t equals 5 times 9 is 45, and 6 times 2 is 12. Now, I have to think, can I divide? Well, 45 can be divided by 3, and so can 12. So I can divide by 3, and that equals 15 over 4. Okay, so if there are mixed numbers, you must change to an improper fraction before solving. So 3.5n equals 28. So 3.5, you first have to rewrite it. So 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7 over 2 times n equals 28. And then you're going to multiply by the reciprocal, which is 2 over 7. They cancel out, and you're left with n equals, now this is 28 over 1, remember, so it's 28 times 2 and 1 times 7. But I can see that I can cross reduce here. 28 becomes 4 and 7 becomes 1 because 7 goes into 28 4 times. 4 times 2 is 8 and 1 times 1 is 1. So it's just really 8 is my answer. Here I have negative 2 and 3/4. I'm going to make this into an improper fraction. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. And then plus 3 is negative, okay, wait. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 3 is 11, and that's negative 11 over 4. H equals 2 times 12 is 24, plus 1 is 25, negative 25 over 2. So they're both negative. So now I am going to multiply by the reciprocal, which is 4 over negative 11. 4 over negative 11. These cancel out, and I'm left with h. Now, I can see that I can cross reduce. So 4 becomes 2 and 2 becomes 1. So I have negative 25 times 2, which is negative 50. And 1 times negative 11 is negative 11. So that turns into a positive 50 over 11. Okay, so try these 3 problems and then we will correct. Okay, first, I have 5/16 equals 7/8 b. So I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal, which is 8/7. 8/7. And then I see I can cross reduce. 8 goes into 8 once and 8 goes into 16 twice. So 1 times 5 is 5 and 7 times 2 is 14 equals b. Next, I have negative 25 over 32g equals 5/8. So I'm going to multiply by negative 32, by the reciprocal. Negative 32 over 25. Negative 32 over 25. And I see that I can cross reduce quite a bit. So 8 goes into 8 once, but 8 goes into 32 4 times. 5 goes into 5 once, and 5 goes into 25 5 times. So then I'm left with g equals negative 4/5. Negative 4/5. Next, I have to change this into an improper fraction. So I have 15 equals 13 times 3 is 39, plus 6 is 45 over 13, and that's negative times m. So I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal, which is 13 over negative 45. 13 over negative 45, and remember this is 15 over 1. So then I see that m equals 45 and 15 become 1 and 3. So then I have 13 over negative 3. So 13 over negative 3 equals m. So that's all for your notes for 5.8.